Please don't take it personally. Don't take it personally, but I'm not granting requests ever again. Okay? Some of you might say, then why are you even still doing this? Yeah. That's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it? There are a lot of answers, though. Why does anybody do anything? You know? Why does anyone do anything? Lisa Marie, her daughter, was asked, like, why do you think your mom, wanted to tell her story, whatever. Her mom had started the story, and then, her daughter finished it. Why do you think your mom wanted to do? Because she had a story to tell, and there are people who want to tell their stories even when they're dying, you know? There are cases of that. Just certain people like to tell their story, and if they have the ability to do it. I've built up a fan base over the years, the decades or whatever. That doesn't mean I want to do requests anymore or do anything fun. I don't, not at all, and I'm not gonna, I'm not, my heart's not in it, I'm not doing it, I'm not granting requests, okay? You shouldn't even want me to. I'm hanging on by a fucking thread. My mom's about to be sent to one of these shithole places again. She'll be lucky if she even survives. It's not like when she used to be sent to mental hospitals, because when she was sent to mental hospitals, she could walk. And just like the VNA people learned one way or the other. I mean, I'm not going to share like intimate little things about my mom, but I will say, okay, her safety awareness is poor, is low, is whatever, but we already know that. I know that. But it's kind of vindication when strangers learn it, okay? Safety awareness, her ability to understand danger, okay? That she's in danger. You can't take these big bites, you're gonna choke. You choked in front of me a few days ago. And it wasn't little choking, it was significant. She just has no concept of her own safety. She hasn't for a long time, but it's just progressed and gotten worse. Which means it's just a matter of time. Something horrible is going to happen. And then we're down to, well, do you have them send her closer to you but in a low rated facility, and then you try to get her in better ones. If she hadn't gotten this fluid in her lungs, she was going to be good and sent to one that would have been made me very happy. But of course, they no longer have a bed. That was weeks ago, right? That's why I didn't allow myself to get my hopes up about anything. I'm not doing any requests. Don't bother asking. I don't want to do requests, okay? Period. I lived a lie for far, far, far too long. Too many goddamn fucking years. And now it's all come to a head. Simultaneous with my mom being at, you know what I mean? I don't know if this place is gonna sell. I don't know what's gonna happen with my mother. Just as an aside, I would never, ever in a million years get help. Seek out a therapist. Any number of things, okay? Not on your fucking life, not in any fucking universe. So, only hope for me, in quotations, is to sell this fucking place and get to Joe's. But I have to see this through with my mom first, and you know, it again, this happened to her because she doesn't take her own safety seriously. That's not that's not her fault. That's just, you know, I don't know if you could say it's the same as someone like me taking risks by walking around with my music blasting in my ears, even at night, even whatever. The difference is though I'm fully aware of that I'm taking the danger, whereas my mom just thinks like nothing can ever happen to her. Remember a few years ago when she had the grand mal seizure and fell backwards on our kitchen floor. I heard a scream or a cry out and a thud, and when I was in my room, I came out and it was a seizure. She broke her neck and back. It didn't require surgery, but she needed to respect the fact she's not allowed to go to the bathroom without assistance from the aides. And then what did she do when they didn't come in time to take her to the bathroom? And she's just, it's horrifying to her. It's humiliating. She'd rather fucking die than go to the bathroom in her pants. And I say this to people, and they're probably just like, that can't be possible. She's gonna risk her life? Yes! Because I'm in fucking hell. She risks her life rather than have the humiliation of going to the bathroom in her pants, particularly number two, okay? Particularly doo-doo. She doesn't care. Remember a few years ago, and this was in a 5-star facility, and then people try to get her back in there. People in her life, send her there, send her there. I had a loved one go there. They don't want her. They either don't have a bed or more likely don't want her because I caused trouble. when they were, and so we're marked down as a troublemaker, but also, she's marked down as she's in a back and neck brace and doesn't want to go to the bathroom in her pants, and the aides don't get there in time. She gets up and puts herself in danger. Remember, I found out by accident that it had happened more than once. They let it slip somehow because I'm smart. And when I sense things, I can get someone to admit something that, you know what I mean? And then I can catch them in their own fucking lie or lie by omission, Joe would call it, or whatever, okay? In any case, they told me she had fallen and she was okay, and they let it slip accidentally that it happened more than once. Okay? This was when you couldn't visit. And they didn't like me. Again, this is the 5-star facility that people say, send her there, send her there, send her there. Okay, they didn't like me because I called them on their bullshit. Like, what are you doing? And then it turns out they could put an alarm on the bed or whatever. Okay, they didn't like me. I caused trouble. I cared about my loved one, so shoot me, right? Like, it's ridiculous. And you know what they did? They discharged her. When she wasn't ready to be discharged. They didn't give any instructions. They discharged her in some kind of horrible mental state. I don't know what the deal was. I never know what the deal was because I'm just in ongoing fucking hell. And literally, the guy who brought her home in an ambulance or one of those, if it's not an actual ambulance, whatever it is, okay, they brought her home. She was not well at all. I don't know what was going on with her. It was mental stuff. She couldn't deal with everything that happened to her, and she always has the mental illness, but whatever. And he agreed. I'm like, do you see the condition that she's in? Like, why did they discharge her like that? He's like, I don't know, ma'am, or I don't know if he knew my name, Laura. I don't know, ma'am. It's probably what he said. Who knows what he said? But he agreed with me, okay? He agreed with me. The nursing home discharged my mom. And 15 minutes after she was home, I had to call and get her sent back to the hospital. I had to call 911. She was not even remotely ready to be home. They wanted her out of there because I caused trouble by being concerned. Do we see a pattern here? And then they sent her to a place. Again, it didn't matter. I couldn't visit anyway. Church woman brought me once to fill out paperwork, that's all. But they sent her to a place where nothing bad happened. I forget the timeline. I forget how long she was in any of them. And then they sent her home. She, of course, had VNA care. And she was still in the neck and back brace. I think they, at one point, got her out of the... And She must have been using my walker, right? I know I wasn't taking her to the bathroom all the time. That couldn't have been. See, the timeline is just so. I have it all documented. I'm sure somewhere via when I send out like emails to people what's going on with my mom or this, that, or whatever. Or maybe she kept one of them and had to be in that one for a while. I think the back brace came off, and then she could come home. I think that's what it was. Maybe the back brace could come off like in 6 weeks. All I know is that first place is a high rated facility, and they sent her home, and she wasn't mentally ready, and they just wanted to get rid of her. I don't know what the deal was. All I know is you send my mom home in this horrible mental condition, and I had to call 911 in 15 minutes after she came home, and she had to go back to the hospital and back to another nursing home, and I'm just like. Remember, I couldn't visit anyway, so back then I didn't give a fuck where they sent her. You know? So here we are back to square one, you know? And I just hate these people. And I hate them. Sorry, I do. I hate them. And they put pressure, and they don't even give me a chance to you know, to think, or to do research, or to, you know, it's just like. Don't take it personally. I'm not doing requests. Never doing requests again. I continue doing this because it's habit. That's all. And like anyone else that's been in my position, or similar, just similar things, you know? If something happens to me, you know, I've documented it, documented why. I keep thinking I'm going to get sick, and I don't get sick, but especially when I'm, keep being around all these hospitalized people, and be it a hospital or a nursing home or. This is spinach and spices, cayenne and garlic, infused chicken organic, Pacific organic bone broth, with a couple of tablespoons of Bragg's organic cayenne honey cleanse. Oh, actually, I should put hemp in it. I like putting hemp in it. My mom's not safe in these places. She's far, far safer in the hospital. Without question. I mean, it's not even a matter of anything, of course. This isn't even remotely about me refusing to accept my mom's going to likely die soon. It's about the circumstances, okay? It's about me just wanting her to have just made it through and not had this happen and us sell this house and get to Joe's and then, So yeah, I do continue doing this for another reason, because until I get, if God, in quotations, help me if I don't. It always revolves around me being all the fuck alone. Yeah, it's always the same fucking thing I told you when this happened. Have her go to a low-rated facility that at least it's when it's closer, people can visit, including her fucking sister if she wants to. Just don't be bringing her fucking cough drops. She's bedridden. Irresponsible, ridiculous. And then I get turned on and threatened, and we could throw you out. I could throw you out of right now, and because I have the nerve to be upset. We can't help what family does. What if family left? You don't even allow cough drops in your facility. What if family left drugs or alcohol? Don't say, well, you just leave it there for days. You don't even allow it, and she's bedridden. But again, sister left a bag of cough drops. Didn't just offer them to my mom. Left them there. Irresponsible. Like, ridiculous. And then I have the nerve to get upset, and they turn on me. No, it's the same facility who I have numerous reasons that I've found to fucking complain about against them, because if I don't, I'll never forgive myself. Yeah, it's the same thing as before. Do you have them send her to a low-rated facility that's at least close so people can visit her, including you? Although not 3 times a week. I'm not doing fucking 3 times a week again. I'm not doing it. Or do you send her far away where, you know, you never, it's no guarantee. You'd think a higher rated place would be a guarantee, but then look what happened at the 5-star one. So, there really is never any guarantee. I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to play you this though before this ends. This is what I put on the day when my mom broke her hip, and I wanted anyone who called her to hear that, just so if anyone called it, they would know what happened. So. Here's how your personal greeting will sound. Hey, if you're calling and you love my mother, she's well. I predicted it was gonna happen. I didn't witness it, but she put herself in danger, and she stayed up all night on 2.5 hours. Record at the end of your greeting. Press pound. What happened? That wasn't supposed to do that. That was not supposed to do that. It's supposed to play what I had there. I don't know why it did that. Was found. Hey, if you're calling and you love my mother, she's well. I predicted it was gonna happen. I didn't witness it, but she put herself in danger, and she stayed up all night on 2.5 hours sleep. There's nothing I can do about it. I knew something bad was gonna happen. I feared it. That's why I sent you guys out text this morning. I just, she fell from a standing position. She's hurt, like in her leg, hip, whatever. She's hurt. I had to call 911. If this is the wrong number, it's strangers. No one's gonna know anything because I'm not revealing names or anything like that. But anyone who loves her, that's what's going on. Of course, I'm crying. Of course, I'm dying inside yet again. So there you go. Bye. If you are satisfied with your personal grief, you see that? That is what I had on this her phone. I've told her, even when she was, I said, Mom, when you get sent to a place, please, I'm begging you, you broke your hip, you cannot go to the bathroom without assistance. Don't try. It'll be the death of you. All right? That's what I said to her. Okay? I already told you guys she's medically clear, trying to find you don't do it. Go to the bathroom in your pants. Don't try to get it, but who's to say what she's going to do? It's her illness. It's whatever. It's just, it's like a speeding train. Just, it's like